Hi everybody, I'm James. I'm going to read to you my speech today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in an era of extremes. It took over 300,000 years for the human population to rise from a few small hunter-gatherer tribes in Africa to 1 billion in the year 1804. In 1927 there were 2 billion, in 1959 there were 3 billion, and in 2019 we're nearing 8 billion. Every year we have more people, and every year each person uses more of the Earth's resources than the year before, and yet the Earth grows no larger. Our increasing population and consumption have dire effects on our planet. In the few centuries since the start of the Industrial Revolution, the amount of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere has gone up by nearly 50%. This is the highest amount in nearly 800,000 years, and possibly as much as 20 million years. The last 4 years have been the hottest since records began in the 19th century. The seas keep rising, the hurricanes keep getting stronger, the droughts keep getting worse, the wildfires rage longer and stronger, the Arctic sea ice keeps shrinking, the oceans keep acidifying, and the coral reefs keep bleaching and dying. Records from the past and measurements of the present are giving us a prediction of a very dire future. The American Geophysical Union predicts that Arctic summer sea ice will be gone by the year 2040. The World Health Organization estimates that climate change will cause an extra 250,000 deaths a year from the years 2030 to 2050. That's more than 10 times the number of people killed by terrorists in the year 2018. In this era of extremes, we would hope that the governments of the nations that do the most to destroy our biosphere would also be the ones who are the most committed to solving the problem. Sadly, this does not seem to be the case. Great power requires great responsibility, but it does by no means guarantee it. Together, China, the United States, India, and Russia are responsible for the majority of the planet's carbon dioxide emissions, yet none of these nations are leaders when it comes to protecting the environment. The Environmental Performance Index developed by Yale, the United States ranks 27th, Russia 52nd, China 120th, and India 177th. It gets worse, my friends. The man occupying the Oval Office has many times claimed that climate change is a hoax, and even has claimed that wind turbines cause cancer.
Oh.
Worst of all, he has signed an executive order intending to take the United States out of the Paris Climate Accords, making it the only nation on Earth to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we are living in an environmental rogue state. Now what you ask is the solution to this problem. Who are the countries that are leading the way in the battle of the destruction of our biosphere? We look again to the Environmental Performance Index. The countries with the highest scores are Switzerland, France, Denmark, Sweden, Luxembourg, Ireland, and Finland. What sets these countries apart from the rest? They accept the reality of our world and have learned from our destructive past. They listen to their constituents for the well-being of their democracy. And because of that, they are pro-science, pro-education, and pro-environment. Unlike some of our leaders, who stage themselves as pro-anything that puts money in their wallets and games them minutes on TV. The human species cannot rely on the great powers acting on their own short-sighted and chauvinistic impulses. Let us act together instead as myriad democratic, secular, pro-science, and environmental societies towards a brighter, saner, freer, and greener future. Thank you.
Woo!